Hello, welcome to my travel video log. It is day one of my solo travels. Spent a week at the Dixon Seymour wedding in Thessaloniki, whatever the bloody hell it's called. Great time so far. Had a great week with the guys. Loved it the whole time. Lots of all-inclusive cocktails, good food, good people, and a best man speech that didn't go awfully. That's a great start. Currently at the airport now. Got the transfer back to the airport. It's close to the city, so it just made sense. And then we'll now be getting a bus and a metro, see how that goes, into the city centre to my hostel, where I'll be checking in for a night. So hoping that goes well. It was interesting trying to navigate the public transport of a new country that you've never been to before. First time in Greece, so trying to see as much as I can of it. We'll be here for 2 weeks and hopefully document as much as I can, if I remember to vlog or pick up the courage to vlog. This is really weird, I've never done this before. But started this vlog just to keep some memories for me as the main thing, but then also a few people have very kindly asked to be kept updated on the travels, and this is probably the best way to show people how it's going to go. So if you are watching it, whoever you are, shout out Just Kebab, shout out DBRC, shout out Mumsy, shout out Dad. I imagine the 3 viewers on this is probably going to be me watching it back and my mum also watching it back twice. So but yeah, if you enjoy it, please do let me know. If you don't watch it, just piss off. No, I'm joking. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. My bus is here, so we'll catch you a bit later. Peace. First leg of the journey complete. Bus station I have arrived at now. Ticket machine was out of order, so it was free. Good start. Metro time. I'm at a metro stop. Venizelos. And look at this. Ruins in the station underground. It's really cool. Say that Manchester Piccadilly goes on for ages. Insane. It's just in here. Wild. So these ruins, it is a bath complex with a mosaic floor dated between 200 to 300 AD, and then part of the Hellenistic city in 300 BCE. Nice. So a little bit of info about these ruins. So they built the new metro, and they built the tunnels underneath the archaeological layers of these different stations. So this was dated to the Hellenistic period, at the beginning of the 20th century, and excavated underneath the modern junction of Ignatia and the Venizelos street. I'll pause to have a read if you like. There was a big fire in 1917 that destroyed it, but you can see some of the images here. It's a city from the Byzantine period. It's just so massive. crazy what's just underneath. Honestly, Metrolink, step up your game. Oh, cool little metro station. Never at the hostel yet. We're having a great time. We're out here learning and shit. Oh yeah. These streets are bustling at 10 PM on a Monday. Bit of weird lighting, but I've checked into the hostel. The host is Neil. He's a lovely guy. There is also a dog. Any hostel with a dog is a 5-star in my eyes. So that's always a plus. Nice guy in the room, French guy. He's chilling. Not too talkative, but it's late, so fair enough. It's 11:15 right now, so I think it's time to check into the Wi-Fi, make some plans, watch some videos and go to bed, to be honest. But I've made it here in one piece. I am alive. So far, it's good news. And we'll probably check in tomorrow. Good night. Day 2, laundry time. Nice. The next leg of the journey commences. I've done all my laundry. Pretty sure I shrunk like all of my cotton things. We'll find out, look all small, but getting the train now to Little Choro. I'm going to butcher all of these pronunciations on this trip. And yeah, we're going to spend the night hopefully at the foot of Mount Olympus. So we've got an hour-long train, a load of snacks. We're going to get going. Oh hell yeah. Train is delayed 30 minutes. Oh well. The benefit is I just get to enjoy this lovely Balkan railway station. They are just the best. Just fuck all in. He told me that travelling solo is forbidden in Greece. Not in like a bad way, more that he thinks it's for crazy people. And I think he might be right. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my journey in my now free pod. And then we'll go from there. Nice. I've now arrived in Little Choro. I've got about an hour walk into the hostel. It's down the coast. As you'll see from the previous video, we've got Mount Olympus National Park that way. And then behind those bushes is the sea. Lovely little gaff. So we'll get strolling, get sweat on, get some scram. I'm hungry. A bit. Arrived at Summit Zero Hostel after a long walk, and there is a hostel dog. Hello my friend. Lovely little place. There's the sea. We'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look. Gorgeous little place. My goat. Hostel views. Mount Olympus, and then you got the sea. Hell yeah. Summit Zero. Good morning. I've had a lovely night at the Summit Zero Little hostel. Met some nice people, know some other nice travellers. They've gone hiking today and I'm due to head to Athens, so unfortunately because of the train situation this place is kind of in the middle of nowhere. It wasn't all too convenient to also go hiking, so maybe I'll have to come back to Mount Olympus one day and conquer that, which I think would be a pretty damn good trip. Heading to the shops to load up on some supplies right now, but spent most of the morning trying to figure out what the whole hostel ferry situation is in these islands. It's looking like it may be a bit more of an expensive trip than I thought it might be, but hey, that's why I'm going to Southeast Asia, to hopefully lower the cost burden a little bit. Hostels are looking like somewhere between 25-30 euros, but ferries, man, the ferries are pretty expensive. I mean, spent quite a lot on transport so far already. About 50 to get to Paros, which I think is my first destination. I'll stay there for 2 nights hopefully, and then after that I was hoping to go to Naxos. Naxos seems a little busy. There's only one hostel there and it seems to be a female only suite available left, so just a case of you know, the curse of spontaneity is that you are limited by people who are largely more prepared than you are. So Santorini it is, which I'm not complaining about. So I've just booked 2 nights there, which is grand. So that's the plan so far. Little is a lovely place. It is just so quiet, which I like. Very peaceful. Hostel's lovely. There's 2 hostel dogs actually. I said there was 1, there's 2. So that's the most important thing. Lovely beach right on the side of it. Would recommend to anybody. But today I have a 2-legged train journey to Athens. One to Larissa. Got like an hour or 2 there to get some lunch, and then a 3-4 hour train to Athens. So yeah, it'll be a long day of traveling. I've got a hostel in Athens. Tomorrow my ferry's like 5:30, so I'll have a bit of a day to explore some of what Athens has to offer, which would be good. So lots of exploring. Haven't done any running yet, which is a bit, like, I kind of just don't want to. I'm happy to just have a little bit of a rest, to be fair, but I do want to get some running done at some point. What's the rush, eh? Yeah, I'll check in a little bit later. Peace. Shop trip complete. Just picked up some water and some snacks for the train journey ahead. Did also pick up some insect repellent, but word of advice, if you ever come here, get some fucking insect repellent. Jesus Christ, I've been scrammed to high heaven by various animals whilst I've been out here. Yeah, come prepared for that. I was not. So I'm all bitten, covered in little bites everywhere, which is not ideal, but other than that, idyllic. There is a Mount Olympus behind on the way back to the hostel. So go sort my things out and get ready for the hour-long trek back to the train station. Yeah, nice. I mean, it's easy to keep going on about it, but that is bloody lovely. That is really nice. The beach just there. What a world we live in. I will miss you, my friend. Goodbye. Quick pit stop for some scran before the train. Got some rice, some chips, and a burger filled with feta. A nice little pizza match. Now begins the trek back to the train station. Gotta be careful around here. Saw a snake yesterday. Don't want to get scranned. Eating by flies is enough. But did also see a tortoise. So you know, it's not all bad. I didn't really record much of this journey yesterday because I met some travellers along the way who ended up staying at the same hostel as me. But they pretty much just spent an hour walking on the side of a motorway. I don't know if it's legal, but that's all I gotta do. So, it is what it is. Trying to walk as much as I can on like the side of the road because I don't go near the little brush at the side. I've seen a lot of snake skins already, so I know they're about waiting for me. They ain't gonna catch me. But the roads are pretty quiet, so it'll do for now. Just chilling on a central reservation, but would you just look at that view? Go blimey! A very sweaty Liam has arrived at the train platform and I'm waiting for my train. It should have arrived a minute ago. No surprise that from my journey here, the train is not on time. Perhaps a common theme here in Greece? Guess we'll see. Just gonna sit tight and wait. Having some trouble finding my ticket confirmation though. Can only seem to book it on a Greek site, so I'm in a frantic back and forth between screenshots and Google Translate to try and make sure that I get the right ticket for the right day, etc, etc. Costs like 30 euros, 34 euros, about 9 euros, maybe, nope, 6 euros to get to Larissa, and then after about an hour transfer we're on the way to Athens, so I might have a little mooch around when I get there, as one does, and then get on the train to Athens. We've got a show downloaded, I think it's 1888, whatever it was. It's about a boat, the mystery boat. If it's any good, we'll see. Although I do need to finish, I'm on the finale of Invincible. Season 3 is so much better than season 2 so far, and the first finale is top notch. We'll see how we go. Absolutely fuming. Just been looking through trying to get my booking confirmation for this ticket, and found a little menu in the top left which lets me change the language of the website to English. God's sake. Jesus Christ. Look at the size of that cunt. Down here at the platform, it's a little fire ant. A little red-headed fire ant. He's having a scrap with a twig. So there's only one of them, so there's not a nest around here, but it's still spooky. Staying out of his way. This is his gaff, not mine. Look at him go. You go take that back to your queen, mate. Not bad. I've tried to appease the ant gods with a chucky bicky, but it's not working. They don't know just how tasty it is. You can take it home to the queen and give her some chucky. But it's not working. They just keep coming out of absolutely everywhere. I've never wanted a train to turn up so bad ever. Now that is terrifying. Get off my bag, please. The train is here to save me. I've landed in Larissa. It's about a 40-minute train drive to from Litochoro, so not too onerous. Now have a 30-minute transfer thanks to the delay on the previous train. So not enough time, I think, to walk around and explore, but doesn't seem there's all too much here. The thing you can see on the map is 2 massive military bases, which I think both are of Greek, like Greek military bases. But fun fact, this is the 5th largest city, and it's very much a transport hub. I think this is the Birmingham of Greece, linking Thessaloniki and Athens in the way that it links Manchester and London. So I'm in Greek Birmingham. Nice. Also where Achilles was said to be from, which I think is pretty cool.
Για Ινόη παρακαλώ, Ινόη και Χαλκίδα. Αποβίβαση από τις δεξιές πόρτες κατά τη φορά της αμαξοστοιχείας. Next stop, connection του Χαλκίδα.
Another day, another metro. Off to the hostel. Now checked into the hostel. Had a good journey from the train station. Metros in Greece seem to be the way to go. The trains between cities are no bueno. It was another 20-minute delay, and then we got stuck on the track somewhere. I didn't really film much of it because I was just tired. Need to anyway. There's not much going on. Some nice landscapes, but I was sat on like an aisle seat, so I couldn't just like clamber over somebody to just take a video. It'd be a bit strange. But in the hostel now, just checked in, just dropped my bag off. Glad to get that off my back. Literally, it's weighing me down. I'm sweaty in there. But sit on the rooftop. Got a nice view of the Parthenon in the background. Nice sunset this way. Can't complain. I was putting some clips together from the previous few days, and it doesn't look like I've done too much. I've mainly just been kind of traveling to Athens and getting here and doing the most that I can whilst I'm there. So I'll probably call this vlog a day here now that we're in Athens, and then heading to I forgot the name of it. Pavos. I've probably butchered that. Tomorrow. So maybe do some Athens exploring. I'll try and go for a bit of a drink and some food because I'm quite hungry and quite parched from being stuck on a train for 4 hours. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, then do let me know. I'm very intrigued to hear. I promise I will try and start to, you know, maintain some eye contact during this during these vlogs. It's a bit strange talking to a camera. Talk to myself. Usually do that in my head. Yeah, there we go. That is day 3 of travel almost complete, and see you in the next one.